Hello everyone, I am Kendall 1989 from Imvu, and today I am going to do a tutorial video on the basics of creating. I'm sorry if I sound a little loud, and I'm sorry for my strong southern accent. I really hope you can understand what I'm saying. But anyways, as you can see, I have my 3D chat pulled up. And make sure you do have that pulled up definitely when you're getting ready to create. Before we get started, also make sure you have a program such as GIMP or Photoshop, for creating. I am today going to be working with the program GIMP. And what I'm going to do is go over here to the map I am going to be using. And the map I'm going to be using first is by Gnarly 3D Max. Um, and with Gnarly 3D Max, I'm actually going to create kind of my own design. As you can see in this picture, that this is what the dress looks like. And right here are your maps. Once you click this, it will lead you to this page. This is my arms, of course. So this is the front body of the dress, back, and the whole body. Okay, so we're going to save all these maps into a folder. Well, or save them wherever you'd like. But I suggest going to your desktop, making a folder, and calling it IMVU Maps so you can stay a little organized with what you're creating and stuff. Once it's saved, if you don't know how to save it, just right click. But once it's saved, pull up your program that you're going to be using, which I am using GIMP. Excuse me for getting a little, carried away. I'm actually going to hide all this right here and just pull up my map. Okay, so you see this is the front of my map, and over here I have a layer, and it's called black. And the reason why it's called black is because it's all black. But anyways, the reason I have it there is because the color black, when you are creating, helps eliminate places that you don't want the fabric to be seen. Okay? So what I'm going to do is drop the opacity though for right now. And then I'm going to go and let's go ahead and create another layer so I can kind of show you what we're doing. I'm just going to call it dress, and it is going to dress white, and it's got to be okay. The outline of the dress has to be white, by the way, and the color white shows on the map where you want to put the fabric or the dress on the body. Okay, all right, sorry for getting a little tongue tied, but again, white is where you want to put the dress on the body, and I've done said that again. Okay, and what I'm going to do is come over here to my path tool, and I'm going to start outlining where I would like the dress to go or how to be. Now right in here, as you can tell, is your bib area, and you don't want to go too far down because then you'll be working with an AP dress, but if that's what you want, then that's fine. But first, let's start a little simple, okay? I'm actually going to go down to the middle, and you'll see why. Back over, up, around. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want everything to be even on each side. Hit enter once you get, to your destination, well, the end of the destination. Fill that in with white. I'm going to go over here and duplicate that. Select none. And I'm going to flip that. Once I flip that, I see a couple missing spots, so that's fine. I'm just going to come over here, kind of make that right there and color it in. Okay. Once I do that, I'm going to merge these two down, the white. Do not merge it with the black, okay? All right, and I'm actually going to go ahead and lower my the white opacity down. And I'm going to create another layer, and we're going to work with the color gray, so we'll just call it gray. Now gray is kind of like your see-through, your sheer on your clothing, and the darker the gray, the lighter the fabric or see-through will be. The lighter the gray you use, the darker the see-through would be. And we're just going to make sure that we do something simple for right now, okay? And what I'm going to do is come over here, and I'm actually just going to put it a little square right here of a gray patch. Because again, I want to start a little simple for you guys. And then once I do that, I'm going to come over here back to my white, bring up my opacity, and do the same with the black. And I'm actually, you can see I have a little issues right there, and you can fix that later, but for me, I'm not going to right now. And I'm actually going to go to File, Export As, but I'm going to go and overdo my export to 1 because I already had something saved, and you know. Okay, so I come back over here, and well, sorry, I'm going to go back over here to Gnarly page, and make sure you derive from product. Now, sometimes you might find a creator or an outfit you like, and you're like, oh, I wonder what kind of map that is or where they got it. And I will show you that a little bit later. But if it doesn't say derive from product and you can't derive from it, then yeah. As you can see, this, pulls up. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to my hanger, and I'm going to pick an avatar that I have saved, well, an outfit that I had saved. And I actually have a creating avatar who has no jewelry, no makeup, no nothing. So when I do take my, product picture, that it will be really good. Okay? Let's take a look at this dress. Alright. Now, what we're going to do, since we worked on the front, and the front clearly is peach, I'm going to come over here to opacity map, because that's what we just worked on. And I'm actually going to click 1. And once I do that, I'm going to apply changes. Oh, hold on. Before the gray, I got a little ahead of myself. As you see, it isn't see-through right there. It's a top and a skirt. Because it's pretty much read in black, because I did not hit the button use blending. When you hit use blending, that's when the gray, right there, can you see the difference? Is more of a sheer, see-through. Okay? So I'm going to come back, and I'm actually going to go ahead and open up the back, the back map for our product. I'm sorry, I got so much saved on here, and it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to go to Imvu maps, where I have everything saved, and we're doing NAR back, so here's the back of my map. Well, back of the dress for the map. Okay. I'm going to go over here, make a black layer again, and make sure it's transparent when you do this. I gotta make sure the color is black. Alright, and then I'm going to bring down that opacity. And I'm going to kind of show you a cheat way, because you want your stuff to really even out. I'm actually going to go over here and merge down my gray with my white. And once I do that, I'm going to right click, alpha to selection, and as you can see, it's highlighting the area. I'm going to go to edit, copy, back to my NAR back, edit, and paste. Okay? And I'm going to click this right here to make it a layer. I'm going to bring it down, so, sorry. It's being a little slow. Okay, I'm going to go get my little grab tool, and I'm going to bring it evenly. Alright, there we go. Maybe I should bring it up there we go. Alright, so if you don't want your front to look like your back, that's understandable. So what I'm going to do is add another layer, and I'm just going to call it white fixture. And once I do that, I'm actually going to kind of come over here, and I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to, hold on. Let me move this little box, though. I have an idea. Oh, well, hold on. Let me delete this. Sorry. I'm going to make a little design so you can I guess you can kind of see, if you want to kind of do a different design in your back or anything, you can kind of see what to do. Okay, I'm going to go over here to select none. Alright, what I'm going to do is actually, in my white fixture, I'm going to make this little area white. Okay, and when I do that, I'm going to hit select, none. I'm then going to merge that area down to my dress, and then I'm going to make another layer, still call it white fixture, and I'm going to make a little design. Make sure you hit white. Okay, sorry about that. For some reason, when I'm doing a video, it doesn't like to sometimes hit OK for some reason. I'm going to kind of make small because I'm actually going to make little lines across like this. Alright, and over here I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I'm going to go over here to my flip tool, and once I do that, there you go. Then I'm going to merge those down, okay, and leave those like that, and you'll see why. I'm going to go over here to my black, bring up the opacity, and I think I accidentally had moved my black opacity layer. Alright, there we go. I'm going to export as, and I'm going to make it number 2, okay, and I'm going to replace whatever it was right there. Export. Alright, so we're going to go back to Imvu, and we're going to go to our purple because that's where our back opacity map is. Alright, and I'm going to click number 2. Duh. Alright, and I'll make sure I use blending because we do have gray in there. And let's see, it looks pretty, it's a little pretty, yeah, it looks pretty even. And as you can see, there's my little lines that I added to the back of the dress, and voila. Now, you can go and play around with the arms. You can make them short by doing exactly pretty much what I had done with the front and the back of the dress, using the black, white, or gray, or however you want it to be. But right now, I'm going to go to number 3, which is my arms, and I do not want arms on this dress because I'm going to show you a little cheat way. If you do not want a map right there, which I do not want the arm map, I'm going to click on this. It says brace, but it's actually the color black, and hit open. And when I do that, I'm just going to apply my changes, and when I do, again, black eliminates it. So there we go. Now, if you just want to make a dress one color, say white, you just go right here. I don't have a white, so I'll just click this crazy blue, and it'll look crazy, but just to show you for an example. See how the dress turned out? Okay, I mean, it's not too bad, but, and you can see the sheer in the blue. But if, say, you do not want, the top to match the bottom, then you would kind of retrace the top, retrace the bottom, retrace whatever, and add your colors. And here in a minute, I'm going to show you on a different map how to do wrinkles and all that. Okay, so we're just going to do this color considering it's already here. Alright, okay, sorry there, got a little spaced out for a second. Alright, let's take a look at the dress. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so up here, this would be your body map. And I'm not going to change anything because, they already got on it. Only thing I want to change is the color because you don't want this to show up the color black as your bra and underwear, or you can change it to any color you want, but I'm going to change it to the color I had right there. If you do not have bra or underwear on, you're pretty much saying that's an AP product, or even if you're not AP, you'll have this weird, like, the green underneath, those green ugly shorts. But anyways, once you're done, save it as, name it, and I'm actually going to save it for you, and we'll upload here in a minute. But first, I'm going to go back to a different map, okay? I'm sorry, got a little tongue-tied again. I'm really tired, but it's okay. We're going to go to this creator, and her maps are completely different, but they're really good to for products that you do not feel like making a dress or something. You kind of want something that's already, mapped out, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So we're going to kind of do something simple, This shirt right here. That's really simple. Alright. And I love using, again, these creators maps that I'm using because they have plenty good ones. And a lot of the good creators use these as well. Alright. So you can see, I'm sorry, the texture that in this map, and you can also see the opacity map, which I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and I'm going to just name it 4. Okay, and I'm opening my map up in GIMP. Okay, this is a total different map I've been working on. Okay, I'm going to kind of do this. Alright, you can also adjust the way this is. If you want to make it shorter, trace it out white and make sure you add your black layer and then save that, and then when you're doing color, you save color as a different thing. Like, say this is number 3 and it would be my opacity map, and I already traced out the white and all that, and then I would save the color as number 4. But anyways, we're just going to do color on this one because this is a really cute design, and I'm just going to name this layer color. And you can do a cheat way. You can actually just fill it any color you want, and we're just going to do like a, let's see, like a light tealish blue, and I'm actually going to color this whole area this color. Okay, and I'm going to bring my opacity down. Okay. Well, actually, first, I'm going to show you how you can make it look more like fabric. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and duplicate that layer. And what I'm going to do is, I have like this, different kinds of fabrics that I can use. And I'm going to go over to edit and fill that. And once I do that, I'm going to come down and make sure I lower my opacity because I do not want it that color. But if you can tell a little difference, it has a little bit more fabric texture. I'm going to merge those two down, then I'm going to come back and do that. We're going to learn how to do wrinkles though first. And when you're doing wrinkles, you of course add a layer, and we'll just call that one wrinkles. And please pay, I am tongue-tied. Pay attention closely, please, to what I'm doing because it can get a little confusing. I'm going to pick this color gray, and again, my OK button is not working too great. I'm going to go over here, get my paintbrush tool. Well, first I'm going to kind of zoom in. Well, oh, that zoomed in too much. I think I'm good zoomed out. Okay. Right in here, I'm going to kind of figure out where, like, the way the outfit looks, well, the shirt looks and stuff, where I think the wrinkles would kind of go. And you can actually go back up here and kind of take a look at hers as well. Like, you see her wrinkles and her fabric. And I'm not going to put as many right now, but I'm going to kind of start. Alright, so to drag something like this, make sure you're hitting shift and, holding down shift when you're dragging. Alright, so bear with me while I make just a couple little wrinkles, a little crooked. I do a lot better when I'm taking my time, but I do not want this video to go too long. I had worked on one earlier and it went way too long. Alright, so I'm kind of trying to hurry. Okay, so it looks a little messy, I understand. But what I'm going to do is go back to my color layer, and I'm going to bring that color back up. I'm actually going to go to wrinkles and bring my opacity down about right here. I think the darker the opacity, kind of more of the wrinkles will show, but sometimes I don't like them to show too much. Alright, so after I do that, I'm going to go to filters and blur. And make sure you're blurring your wing. Oh God, that sounded awful. Blurring your wrinkles. Oh my Lord. Then after I do that, I'm going to go back to color. And once I do that, I'm going to go to filters and map, bump map. And you can kind of adjust it the way you want. And I kind of like it right here. It doesn't bother me too much. I usually always keep my depth on 1 and always click this. Once I'm done, I hit OK. Oh my lord, the OK really hates me today, guys. OK. Alright, and it doesn't look like there's a difference, but there really is. As you can see, maybe not as much, but let me kind of zoom in one time. Right here, like right in here, you can kind of see the wrinkles. But anyways, we're going to just hide that or delete that. And I'm going to go to File, Overwrite 4, because I really don't need to change my map. So, oh, we didn't open that. Okay, so again, I got to go to Derive from the product. Okay, so I got the product pulled up. I'm actually going to go ahead and get my avatar ready. And it's so much better, guys, to use your avatar because you can kind of get an idea of, you know, what you like. I'm going to go over here, click on 4, apply change. Alright, and my wrinkles may not be as dark, but they are there, as you can tell. And again, it just depends. Once you're done, again, save and upload. Now, I am actually going to show you a little neat trick instead of using this awful IMVU camera. I'm going to line up my girl, and I'm going to click Shift and number 8. And type in, hold on, let me back, I can't see it. Okay, Shift and 8, so the little star pops up, and I'm going to type in the words hires, HIRES, no, NOBG, and click enter. And when I do, it kind of little, you know, just a little freeze. And what it's doing is taking a photo, guys. A transparent photo, I may add. I got a lot pulled up. Again, I apologize. I love to create in my spare time, do videos and all that fun stuff, so that's why so much is pulled up. Alright. Okay, and as you can see, I have so much going on right here, and right here is the photo we took. Alright, and it's number 11, hires no BG 11. I'm going to go to right here, open, go back to my desktop where I found it. Alright, I'm going to open it. And I actually have a custom background that I use, but for right now, we're just going to, you know, not do that. I'm not going to show you all that. Okay, I'm actually going to make a layer. And I'm going to use this color, fill it in with this color, bring it down, merge these two down, okay, and I'm going to use this, my scaling tool, and I'm actually going to type in for my width 445, hit enter first, always hit enter first, and then use this as 525 and enter, and then I'm going to scale it, okay. And the reason why I did that is because you're going to be working with, for your product picture, like a really tiny box. I mean, really tiny. You're going to be working with 100 in width and 80 in height. Can you see? Let me go ahead and delete all this. It was a product I was showing for a different video. Okay, so you see that little square going on, and it's not a lot, but okay, we're going to go to edit, and we're going to paste what we copied. Did I copy that right? No, I didn't. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to copy, I think. Alright, copy. Then go back over here and paste it. Okay. Sometimes you may misjudge, but I usually use the 445 by 525. And what I'm going to do is make a GIF. And when I do, I start at the head of my photo, where my head is. Now, I'm going to duplicate that. And when I do, I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit, like that. Then duplicate it again. Alright, and I might duplicate it one more time. And some people like to add their own little name to it for their brand or whatever. And I do too. Um, everybody's different. It's up to you. Oh, it's a little too small, but I'm just going to put a K for right now so I don't have to go and change all the font and stuff. And I'm just going to put the K right here. I know it's a little light. And I'm actually just going to merge the K down to the top photo. When I do, I'm going to go to File, Export As. And when I export as, I even have a folder on my desktop for clothing gifts. And we're just going to name it Blue Top. Okay? And click Enter. And make sure it's Blue Top or whatever you're saving it as, .gif. Make sure it says GIF. Because if you save it as some other file, then it's not going to be a GIF. Go to Crop. Make sure you click Interlace. That's clicked. As Animation. Loop Forever. Use delay entered above for all frames. And I usually use about 1096 or, it just depends. Export. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to go back over here, save, and hit upload. When you hit upload, you're going to come and put your image right here. And if it's not 100 by 80, then it's definitely not going to show. There's Blue Top, and open it. Now, as you can see, look, there's your GIF. Alright, and you want to save it as what you think it is, or what category it should be in. Access Pass or General Audience. Name your product. Right here, when you're doing your profit, you're not going to make this much on this product. Whatever you add in here is what you're going to make in credits. If you put, let's say, 20 in there, you're going to only get 20 credits. And you have to pay in credits to upload, your creation. And right here it will tell you how much you owe. But I'm just going to put in 100 because I don't want to be too greedy. And that seems like a decent price to sell it for. And I'm going to get 100 credits out of that. Now make sure you put in keywords like baby blue top, crop top, if you feel like it's like a hipster outfit, or just even put in Tumblr, anything that you think that people would search, put it in. Okay, make sure it's visible in shop. If you only want it to be for you, just a display, make sure that's clicked. But if not, click off that. If you don't want nobody to derive from it, and if you ask again what derive is, it's what you just did with this product. You do make credits from people deriving, but some people don't like their products to be derived from because, that's something that you worked hard for, and I understand that. And I don't like a lot of my products to be derived from, so, well, once you're done, you'll submit it, either the internet or I guess your Google, well, your Chrome will pop up, and there's this little red banner above the product, and it says submit, of course, submit. For new creators, it goes through this thing called peer review, and with peer review, guys, it sometimes can take a while. As for me, it doesn't go that fast. It goes pretty fast for me now since I've been, creating a while. But don't get frustrated if you feel like your thing isn't going through peer review really fast, okay? Alright, so pretty much that is your basics of creating. Just remember when you are doing your maps, even with like a map like this, say you just want this part white. I'm just doing a quick scroll. Say you just want this part white, and then the rest be black. Then you again put it over in here. Again, guys, I can't stress enough how much you should learn learn what kind of program you're using, like GIMP or Photoshop, because I actually, when I was first starting to create, I actually had to play around with the keys and learn them. And sometimes you can't really find YouTube videos on them, and sometimes you can't even find good written tutorials. But for me, I'm more of a learner, hands-on, so some people are different. But again, guys, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can comment below and I'll try to respond back as fast as I can, or inbox me on IMVU. Also, follow me on Twitter at Kendall1989. You can find me on Facebook, Kendall IMVU, and I even have a Facebook page, uh, Kendall on IMVU. And I will have a link below to my website with other, tutorial videos and stuff like that. Um, all right. Well, again, thanks for tuning in, and y'all have a great day.